Hi everyone, my name is Catherine Romero, and for this project I chose the wrongful conviction case of Leonard Cure through the Florida Innocence Project. I chose this case because it shows how one mistake in the justice system can completely change a person's life for years. Leonard Cure was convicted in Broward County, Florida for armed robbery and aggravated assault connected to a Walgreens robbery in 2003. In 2004, he was sentenced to life in prison. What stood out to me right away is how serious that sentence was, considering how weak the evidence turned out to be. I chose this case because I was shocked that someone could receive a life sentence with no physical evidence connecting him to the crime. He lost around 16 years of his life before being proven innocent. It also reminded me that wrongful convictions affect real people, not just legal records. The main cause of Leonard Cure's conviction was eyewitness misidentification. Witnesses identified him, but their statements were inconsistent. This is important because eyewitness memory is not perfect. Stress, fear, and pressure during a crime can affect what people remember. Another major problem was the lack of physical evidence. There was no DNA, no fingerprints, no weapon, and no clear video evidence proving Leonard Cure committed the robbery. The case depended heavily on witness memory. In my opinion, that should have created much more reasonable doubt. Leonard Cure spent around 16 years in prison for a crime that he did not commit. During that time, he lost his freedom, time with his family, career opportunities, and normal life experiences. After being released, he worked to rebuild his life and reconnect with the people around him. Although Leonard Cure was finally exonerated and released, his second chance was tragically cut short when he was killed during a traffic stop in Georgia in 2023. To me, this makes the impact of the wrongful conviction even more heartbreaking because he never got the full life he deserved after gaining his freedom back. Leonard Cure contacted Broward County's Conviction Review Unit, which reopened his case. They worked with the Innocence Project of Florida and found serious issues with the original conviction. In 2020, the conviction was vacated and he was officially exonerated. This shows how important review systems can be. I think Leonard Cure would be less likely to be convicted today because there is more awareness about wrongful convictions and stronger procedures for eyewitness misidentifications. However, mistakes can still happen, so reforms are still necessary. Some reforms that could help prevent cases like this include better lineup procedures, preserving evidence quickly, and reducing tunnel vision during investigations, and creating more conviction review units that review questionable convictions. Overall, Leonard Cure's case shows how dangerous mistaken eyewitness testimony and weak evidence can be. Wrongful convictions do not only affect court records, they take years away from innocent people and deeply impact their lives. Cases like this are why accountability and reform are so important. And here is my reference page. Thank you for listening and for watching.